All right, YouTube, what's going on, you guys? How's everyone doing out there, man? Hope everyone's staying safe. We're back with another video with the Ford Edge this time. So yeah, it's been quite a long time since I've done a video on this guy. Actually, I've just been kind of buying a lot of different components for what we're going to talk about today. So it's taken a while, they're not that cheap. So I basically have had my, this car parked against the wall over there, with the car cover and everything, and so I haven't really used it very much. So yeah, today finally we got all the components for this guy. So just kind of want to go over with you what we got, what we're gonna do. So for the Ford Edge and basically all the Ford vehicles nowadays, as you know, they come with this B&O system, right? So for me, that kind of should be B&S, if you know what I mean. Yeah, for me, I don't know. This system is just not there, right? It kind of sucks. I do not like the sound of it. I think it sounds terrible. So we are going to improve this guy. We're going to keep the same head unit. So as this particular vehicle anyway, it comes with the self-parking. And so, a lot of the features, for example, for the climate controls and a lot of stuff, is handled through the head unit. Yes, I know there's some head units that will, that you can install that will allow you to keep, for example, the climate controls, but I'm not too sure about the self-parking, right? And not only that, the Ford app, right? So this head unit, when you download the Ford app on your phone, you can see quite a few different information on the vehicle, right? So you can remote start it as well. You can remote start it. You can set starting times. You can unlock it, lock it. You can see the gas, how much gas you have on the vehicle. So yeah, there's quite a few different things that I think are super cool with that app. And so if you change it and you add a different head unit, I don't think you're going to get that. At least not to my knowledge. I don't think you can. So, in case if you guys know you can, let me know, man. So, with that, let me take you through and what we're going to do to this guy. So, let's open up the back here and kind of see what we got going on over here. So, yeah. So here's all the stuff, you guys. So as you can see here, I'll take you through them. So we got two sets of Polk Audio MM1s. These are component speakers. So these guys are going to go on the doors, right? So on the front doors, both on the front and the rear. So these guys are awesome speakers, man. These things are amazing. Let me see if I can open it so I can show you what they look like in case if you're interested. 1 second, I'll open this. Yeah, these guys, I have these in diffusion, and boy, let me tell you, man, it sounds like you're in a freaking concert, man. So that's what we're gonna do to the Edge, man. We're gonna make this guy make it sound like we are in a concert. So yeah, as you can see, we got the tweeters here. We got the cables that so that you can route the cables for the speakers. We got the crossovers here. These are the crossovers, and let me see if we can open them here. And so yeah, these are the grill covers. We're not going to use these because they're going to go inside the door, and the door has grill speakers. So these are these these are the speakers, man. Let's just open them here, trying to hold the phone and do everything with one hand. Bear with me. So, as you can see, I'll show you here. This is what the speakers look like. So this is the front. You can see the badging, MM1 Polk Audio badging. And look at these tweeters, man. I mean, these magnets. They are tiny, right? But let me tell you, the mid bass that you can get out of these guys is just astonishing. It's incredible. They are 300 routed at 350 watts RMS, 375 maybe. Let me see. So does it show here? 375. 375 watts. Now my amps do not go that high. I'll show you the amps here in a minute. But nonetheless, these guys can take a beating, man, and they produce sound that is really top notch, man. Incredible sound. Maybe on a side note, what I should kind of tell you guys is I used to play guitar, man, for many, many years, and I was in a ton of different bands. I used to play, heavy metal, rock and roll, all kinds of good stuff, man. So, and not only that, I also used to do studio recording. So way back in the day, we had a studio and we had all the equipment to record, to mix, and to create CDs back when, CDs were the thing, right? So a lot of groups wanted their demos, CDs, and so, I used to record bands and mix their stuff and give them their CDs. So with that, I mean, not that I'm bragging about it, but just to kind of let you know that I do know a little bit about sound. So that's the whole thing, right? I'm just kind of let you know, yeah, I do know what, sound should be like, and that's why I'm, looking to get rid of that, the sound system in this guy, right? Because it just sucks. So with that, a lot of components that I've been, getting to make this happen. So here we got the JL Audio Fix 86. And so what this is a DSP, so digital signal processor. And so what this does, in case you don't know, all of the manufacturers, when they create their stereo, they manipulate the frequency coming out of the head. One second, there's a plane. So they completely manipulate the frequencies coming out of the head unit to the speakers. So that way, because they use paper speakers, they're not nowhere near any, good speakers like these guys, right? So they, all the, speakers in these doors are all crap, they're all paper. And that's why, when you turn up the sound here, you're going to hear a lot of crackle and pop, and you can even blow them quite easily, right? So what this JL Audio does is it fixes that frequency. So if you have a frequency that goes something like this, really high on the bass, it goes down on the mids, and then it comes back up for the treble, that frequency is fixed, right? So yes, you do have your sound, for example, your bass, treble, and mids that you can kind of mess with, but that frequency is still there, right? You just can't get rid of it. And so that's what this guy does, is it makes that crazy loop flat, right? Like an equalizer. It's just going to flatten it out. When you have a flat EQ, it'll flatten out that frequency, so that way when for your amps, if you have your amps that have the different sound controls, right, you have all your different parameters for your sound, you will, I mean, that will be the true sound coming out of these guys into your speakers, right? It's not going to be that fixed sound, and then you're going to have to do some heavy EQ in order to kind of fix that crap coming out of there, right? So yeah, with this Fix 86, that's going to help fix that. It's going to resolve it for you, and it's going to give you a super clear frequency coming out of the head unit. And then once you install, your amps, you're going to tune your amps and be able to use, their true frequencies coming out of these guys, so that you can set the sound, right? Your speakers, and make sure you don't blow your speakers and all that good stuff, right? So here, this particular amp, this is a Polk Audio 4-channel. It's 125 watts times 4 at 4 ohms. So that is plenty. That is a lot of power. That is plenty of power for me anyway. I don't need 3,000 watts or anything crazy like that. So for me, that's going to be plenty loud. What's in my Fusion right now is 75 watts times 4. And it's already like piercing loud. So this guy, 125 watts, that's quite a jump from 75, right? So that's an extra 50 watts. So that's going to be a ton of power already. And these speakers, they will certainly be able to take it. These speakers, I'm telling you, man, they are amazing, man. They just dare you to turn up the volume, man. That's how those guys are. And then for the bass amp, here we got an NVX. So I have a 5-channel NVX in the Fusion there. I later then added a sub, an amp for the subwoofer itself, right? So I'm still using the NVX for the 4 other channels. And yeah, I really like NVX as well. They're a great company. They make top-notch products, and so I really like their amps. So I went with this guy. This is 750 watts. It's a Class D monoblock amplifier. So this is for the sub, right? And it comes with a control, so that way you can route this guy up to the front of the car, so that way you can adjust your sub if needed, right? You see the cable. Here's the cable that it comes with. So that's about it, you guys. Just kind of wanted to show you the stuff that I've been kind of purchasing. And again, all this stuff, it comes out of my pocket. I'm not sponsored by anyone or any company or anything. So got the one set of wiring kit for this amp. The place that's going to install it for me, they're going to provide me a free set of the other cable for the other amp. So that's pretty cool. So yep, with that, that's pretty much it, you guys. Just kind of wanted to show you that I'm getting ready to take this guy to the shop possibly this weekend. Today is what, Wednesday? So it's going to be a full day's job for them to do this. It's a lot of work, opening up the car and taking the doors out and all that stuff, or the panels on the doors anyway, routing all the cables. And so this subwoofer is no longer going to be needed. I have a different subwoofer already. It's Polk Audio as well. So yeah, it'd be nice if maybe I can open this guy up, take out the sub, so I can use it as a additional storage, right? Because it's not going to go in there. So yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys, man. It's a lot of stuff here. I know this stuff is kind of pricey, which is why it's taken me so long to get this done. But finally, man, got it all, and here we go. So yeah, with that, that's pretty much it, you guys. Just wanted to give you a heads up, and a little video of all the stuff that I'm getting. And of course, once I do the once I get it all installed, then I'll do another video and let you know, how it sounds. I know, trying to do sound on a video here is very subjective, right? It's going to sound like crap, right? No matter if you have the best stereo system in the world and you turn it up, it's just right. It's just very subjective. So, I guess you'll just have to take my word for it. And so, I am very, very much looking forward to having a concert in this guy. I'll be cranking Led Zeppelin No Quarter live from The Song Remains the Same. Oh man, yeah, that's just gonna sound incredible. I love listening to that in this guy because, again, I have all these components in there, and yeah, it just sounds incredible, man. It just sounds like you're really there live, man. It's these speakers, man. They're just crystal clear. You get all of the different, I can hear all the different frequencies, the highs, lows, the mids. I mean, it's all there, and it's just present, right? Which is something that this guy's lacking. It has zero presence in this stereo system. I don't know, they make a big rave about it. B&O should be BNS. Anyway, with that, that's it. I'll stop rambling, and thanks, you guys, man. Everyone take care, man, and stay tuned for the next one, man. All right. Peace.